Conclusion: leading upward. When the topic of leadership comes up, most people tend to think of hierarchies. Specifically, people tend to look to the person one up in the hierarchy for directions. However, in many organizations nowadays, the org chart may be flat. In some cases, business operate within a matrix structure, or possibly even a multi-matrixed or honeycomb structure. In short, the levels aren't as clear as they once were. This is probably a good thing. Leadership is always your responsibility, your burden, and your privilege. This applies to leading not only downward, but also upward to your manager. Leading upward shares many of the same principles as effective top-down leadership. In fact, I would argue that you can apply all the principles in this book to managing upward. The biggest difference is obviously a shift in the power dynamic. While leaders higher in the org chart can appeal to their organizational status, leading upward cannot rest on that fallback position. Here are some quick tips for the type of leadership where you are leading your peers or even your managers. Trade solutions for inquiry. Among the most important things to do when leading upward is to trade solutions for inquiry. Stated differently, instead of going to your manager and asking for direction, be prepared to present your suggested actions or solutions. Then, open the door to collect their feedback. This is especially critical when dealing with a manager who is busy with a variety of other projects, tasks, or teams. By presenting a well-thought-out option as a starting point, you alleviate your manager's responsibility to lead another initiative. It shows that you are proactive and take ownership over your role at the same time as you are open to their input. Ask how you could have done better. Sometimes you may come prepared with a solution, possibly even objectively the best idea, but your manager still rejects it. When this happens, pinning the blame on your manager's short-sightedness would be very easy. You could even be angry at them. I suggest that you approach the situation with a singular question. How could I have done a better job presenting my case and achieving my objective? Start by asking yourself this question, and then, if you have a good relationship with your manager, consider asking them directly. There is little value in assigning blame and standing in your righteousness. Instead, think about how you presented your position. Ask, was my idea clear and concise? Perhaps you left out critical details, or maybe you included too many. Ask, was my idea that good? We all tend to like our own ideas. After all, we came up with them. Use critical thinking to assess the validity of your idea. Ask, why might my manager be rejecting this idea? Do the analysis. Try to figure it out. The bottom line is that instead of blaming, which creates no additional forward movement, consider how you can use this lesson to improve. Each defeat is an opportunity to work on your skills of influence and persuasion. Take full ownership and move forward. The big secret that's hiding in plain sight. All the leadership advice in this book pertains to a single individual working in an organization, and it also applies to leadership in all areas of your life. The Lovable Leadership Framework is valuable for companies, for people coming out of college looking to grow their network, for people getting into politics, or really any human being on this planet who interacts with other human beings. Hint, that's all of us. You can learn these principles and let them permeate your behavior in all areas of your life. Think about everything you've listened to in this audiobook and ask yourself, what if we all behaved as lovable leaders? And we did it everywhere. What would a world with more care, trust, and safety look like? Let's build a better world together. Go forth and be lovable. Lovingly, Jeff Gibbard.